For me, when I think of my parents, what comes to mind is their commitment to friends, their commitment to community, and their commitment to their family.
Fritz and Jeanie are emblematic of the best of what we would consider to be Gonzaga and Gonzaga family.
There's so much of what is Gonzaga that has bled into them, and so much of what is in them that has bled into Gonzaga.
When I think of Fritz and Jeanie Wolff, I think of a family that have deep caring for Gonzaga University and the Spokane community, and wanting to make both great.
My father was born like his father before him, and his father before that, and his father before that in Spokane. My mother was also raised in Central Washington in Walla Walla. They met in college and were married shortly thereafter. They have a love for each other and an incredible passion for both learning, giving, and they've been a great leading example as a couple, both individually and collectively, for all of us kids.
All of my grandparents were very involved in their communities and giving back, and it's just been a part of who we are. And whether it's big or small, they're always there, they're always available, and they're always willing to do kind of with whatever in their power and that they think will make a big impact.
Something I learned about Fritz Wolf early on is that he loves to create lists. He kept this running list for years of things that we need to do. And I still have that list. I pay attention to that list. It still informs in a really important way, almost sort of the architecture for the course that we've charted for Gonzaga.
They have been behind this institution, holding us up, guiding us, sharing their wisdom, showing their emotional support to our staff, our students, and faculty.
Fritz has a sense of where the world is all the time and where it needs to keep moving towards. And I find that amazing with him.
Fritz co-chaired the campaign for this School of Business building in 2006. And we were talking about some things to do and needed to be done. And one of them was the Wolff Auditorium. And he said, I'd like to do that for you, bud. I know Jeanie agrees with me. We're going to do this. And that's just the positive nature of the way that the two of them think and the way in which they make things happen.
The Volcker Center for Athletic Achievement is our new facility. It's going to house in it an opportunity to show the history of Gonzaga. The Wolff family, Fritz and Jeanie, came to us early in the very planning thought process of this facility and said they wanted to be involved in that portion of it. And their dream and what we're going to accomplish there is not a true Hall of Fame. It's not just honoring great athletes of the past. It's honoring Gonzaga greatness of the past. The whole Wolff family, all of the sons and their wives, have all been part of helping us grow as an athletic department over these last number of years.
We met Fritz and Jeanie about 10 years ago through the Board of Trustees, and they became our fast friends. Jeanie and I had the opportunity to be an Opus Prize juror in 2014. I got a chance to really see Jeanie as the lifelong learner that she is. She throws herself into things and researches things completely. She was like a proud parent when the award was announced. It was really quite an opportunity to spend that time with her.
She's very, very focused on outcome. She's very, very focused on how the work we do or the support that they give to the institution is directly helping students.
One of the first things that I learned about them was that they provided money for the Chair Scholarship.
The Chair Scholarship provides 2 students in need every year with financial aid and opportunities to go do service events and be involved. I actually got to meet the person that gave me the scholarship, the Wolffs, and then talk about from a student's perspective like what's going on and what can be different, what can be changed. I'm a nursing student here at Gonzaga, and I really wanted to do something that related to that I could use for experience going into my future and help people out at the same time. So I went to Costa Rica for 2 weeks this past winter and had a great time. I was in a emergency medical service for 2 weeks there, learned a lot, was able to use my skills I've learned here. That was just made possible through the Wolffs and their contributions, and it's just been a great experience for me, and I hope future Zags every year have the same experience and opportunities that I have had.
Castle is that center on campus that connects the campus to the broader community. Through the Wolf Fellowships, that funding that they've given us, we've been able to invest in 7 students this year that are working with nonprofit partners.
I'm able to get involved hands-on in the community, taking what I'm passionate about in the classroom or what I want to focus on in the future and being able to apply that.
Without those resources, we'd never be able to do this and really provide our students these deep, impactful and meaningful experiences.
The one thing about Fritz, he's never forgotten about where he was raised. And I think that says a lot when he looks at West Valley School District and says, I'm going to invest in opportunities for these students. They've given back to providing scholarships that focus on West Valley School District alum. And part of that is they've highlighted Hutton kids. The Hutton Settlement was founded in 1919. 98 years later, Hutton Settlement's operating as a children's home. Because of the Wolffs and their generosity and their focus at Gonzaga, our kids have this opportunity for an unbelievable future to become future Gonzaga students.
We are never going to be able to truly express the gratitude that we have to them for all that they've done.
What it's done is given us the ability to dream big and to realize dreams that we've always had but haven't had the resources to be able to implement.
And I think in the Ignatian manner in which I understand Ignatius of Loyola, the unselfish manner in which he did things and sacrificing what he sacrificed, I see a lot of that in Fritz and Jeanie.
They continue to embody that and continue to believe in the difference that Gonzaga can make in each individual young student's life that can go on to literally change the world.
A trade organization gave my grandfather an award in the 70s that said, Alvin, you are by example what others aspire to be. And I think he for sure lived up to that, and my father has for sure lived up to that, and we're hopeful that we live our lives in a way that lives up to that standard at some point too.
Fritz and Jeanie, thank you so much for everything you've done. Thank you more than anything for your love of Gonzaga, for your love of the people of Gonzaga, for your love of our students, and for your love of the idea of what we can become.